Someone asked me a question the other day. They asked me, how are you coping? I'll be honest, it stopped me in my tracks, cause it's true 2020 had been a hard year, facts. It began with Aussie fires that blazed and news of legends going to their graves. Though at that point, most of us remained optimistic, cause a year without trials would have been unrealistic. Most of us were coping. Then March rolled round and it wrecked normality. As COVID-19 became mankind's reality, it was lockdown, mask up, 2 meters, so back up while corona cases stacked up. And in the midst of the madness, sure, I was coping. But then as we were lost in one pandemic, we were reminded that we still hadn't left another. Only difference was this one was systemic, as we saw the killing of a black brother, George Floyd. And he thrusted for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and just like that, a man destroyed. And trust me, I was annoyed, but still just about coping. Then in the summertime, when half of us had nowhere to go cause 10 million people were put on furlough, forced to lay low, tired and uninspired. Meanwhile, the suicide rate for men was at its highest. And was I coping? And now we're in lockdown number 2. And I don't know what the country's gonna do. It's dark outside and my patience is getting tried, but am I coping? Nah, I'm more than coping. Cause the truth is, there's someone I have my hope in. Someone who gives me a reason, a plan and purpose in this season. I am molding, I am growing, I am learning, I am holding onto a hope that surpasses the struggle of a year. The name that secured the goodness of eternity for those who would draw near. I am trusting that God never leaves his people, that he ministers to our souls in the midst of evil, and I am running to him with every need, knowing and believing in what he has decreed. You see, God never leaves his people just coping. God catches us at every hurdle with his hands wide open, watching and willing and cheering us on. So in 2020, that's how I've remained strong. Holding fast to the Savior that is faithful, to the Savior that conquered death and is surely able. But enough about me. It's Men's Day 2020. And how are you coping?